Traders gearing up for some serious volatility as we head straight into the Federal Reserve interest meeting tomorrow. Bitcoin pressed up against 117,000. Bears defended the line. Ethereum is holding tight at 4,500, and altcoins are bracing for token unlocks. But here's a kicker. We have a Bitcoin forecasting tool that's screaming for all-time new highs within weeks. Let's break it all down. Welcome back, Crypto Crew. It's your boy Tom here, bringing you the hottest Bitcoin and crypto action. If you like what you see, give us a like. Make sure you hit subscribe already, and make sure you come on over to X and follow us on X, where we talk about crypto all day, every day. We're crypto maniacs. All right, let's get right back into it. All right, let's get on to our do not close below chart. This is a chart that we posted July 19th, 2025. As you can see, the all-important level really is 115.7. We drifted slightly below it. We're hanging kind of close to it, but we said that we could drift below it. If we're going to take you into the 2-hour chart, and we're going to talk about that. But bulls have their eyes locked on 117,000 as the week gets underway. That level has already been rejected several times. It's becoming the key battleground for momentum right now. Now, we got data from Cointelegraph, Markets Pro, and TradingView showing volatility is heating up as TradeFi markets return, with Bitcoin repeatedly stalling at 112. Now, if we look at the 2-hour chart, where we did some chart work yesterday, I said that we can have some resistance at 116.3. Market popped it, came back down. This was a very, very steep trend line. Also said that it will probably trade through this trend line and actually come down to touch this tine right here. Now that we're slipping through this tine, main support short term, this is a 2-hour chart only, sits right around 114,000. Okay, we're going to get into the overall larger supports, really right now sitting at 111,000, 112,000. But if we look at Bitcoin 2017 versus 2025, I'm going to take you over to that chart. We're going to see the same chart pattern that's actually setting up. 2017, look at this, okay? Look at versus 2025. Look at the previous bottom before the takeoff before in 2017. It is very, very similar, okay? So what we're seeing right now is that we got the same script, same structure, but this time in 2025, we got Wall Street money fueling it. We can't say it enough. You know, you got BlackRock, you got Fidelity, you got Vanguard. All these big boys are involved in this right now, and they're fueling it, and they're going to fuel the rally. So we got bigger liquidity, we got bigger explosion on the horizon. Cycles don't lie, only the players do. So the short-term price action can lie to you. So just hey, look, like I said, get into our free community, and we'll help work you through it, because as you can see, all that noise in the background, that click, 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 is the Telegram group's going crazy right now. They're having a good time in there. So get in there, man. You're missing a good party. Now, behind the scenes, Binance order book data revealed large buyers were active over the weekend, scooping up supply. In fact, institutional demand was 9 times the mined Bitcoin supply last week, a trend that historically points to higher Bitcoin. Now, with that, okay, we could see a Bitcoin supercycle formation is here. I'm going to take you over to that formation so you can actually check it out. We got a double inverse head and shoulders pattern right now. You got the left shoulder, you got the head, you got the right shoulder, the breakout, and look, a mini one right here. Okay, so right now we got doubled for maximum force. The setup is actually screaming like 150,000 on this. So legends are going to ride early. Tourists are going to be chasing price later. Don't be that tourist, all right? Make sure, of course, trade with your head not over it. Don't over leverage yourself, because if you're over leveraged and 112 goes, you're going to be flushed out like a lot of other people, all right? So we got a historically accurate Bitcoin price forecasting tool that's demanding fresh all-time new highs within weeks. Now, we combine that with a Fed first expected rate cut of 2025 tomorrow, and we could see fireworks. And I'm going to give you another way of looking at Bitcoin 2017 versus 2025. If you look at 2017, you got stage 1 that was right there. So stage 1, the red is built the base. Stage 2, okay, blue loaded the bags, green launched portfolio. So the script hasn't changed, only the scale. This time it's really explosive. So really, instead of trying to light your bag, get rid of your bag in stage two, which already happened, really should be thinking about accumulating again. And we'll guide you through it. Okay. So it's going to be explosive this time. As we said, we got a lot of major players that are involved in this. BlackRock, Fidelity. Okay. I don't want to keep saying the same thing over and over again. Sound like a lunatic. But anyway, we see that Bitcoin also on the weekly chart, has triggered bullish hidden divergence. So what this is screaming actually is it's a macro chart that's screaming continuation. So when you get weekly bullish divergence, it's a very, very powerful sign. So remember, though, the upside we think is inevitable. However, like I just said, support sits right around 111.5, 112. If we lose that, all the leveraged longs are going to get washed out fast. It could drive us down to that 109 level that we were talking about. Now, when I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth, I'm just going over scenarios. Driving back down to 109, I think, would be a gift. Also, of course, the 107.1. All right. So there's a lot of big institutions down there. And as I said, I'm not talking out of both sides of my mouth. I'm giving you the levels that you got to watch if you're a short-term trader. Okay, 112 is a very, very important level to hold right now. If we dip below that, people are going to, short-term traders that are over-leveraged, trading beyond their size that they should, they're going to get taken out. Okay, and markets look for those people. Markets look for those traders, actually try to hunt for those traders because they want to grab their positions at a cheaper price. So we just got to be very, very cognizant of that. So again, the support sits near 111.5, 112. You don't want to be over leveraged if that gets washed out. All right, let's move over to, actually, let me show you our Ethereum trade on FOREX, the broker of our choice. Let's get over to FOREX. Low fees, fast execution, no slippage. All right, we got an average entry price, 4,348. In Ethereum, we're up about 73.87% right now. Get in the live group, man. We're having a great amount of fun over there. Okay, H-bar, down a little bit. Really, you know what? You got to look at H-bar as a great utility coin. Okay, we really seriously believe in this coin, and we're obviously, as you can see, we're long the coin. All right, so let's check out Ethereum, really where Ethereum is pressing up against its final ceiling, and the ceiling has been tough. We could see Ethereum is pressing up against this ceiling right here at 48.9. Okay, once we get a clean breakout here, we got blue skies. Okay, and really $10,000 is price discovery on this chart itself. So the rally won't just be explosive, it's going to be historic in Ethereum. Now, Ethereum itself right now is battling around 4,500 to 4,600. If Ethereum breaks the 4,000, okay, we got, again, liquidation risk explodes, threatening a sharp flush lower, perhaps to like 3,800, even potentially 36, but really we'll buy everything down there. But right now, if bulls can regain control above 4,800 with the big psychological level sitting at 5,000, it's going to break out. So keep an eye on unstaking flows and token unlocks, which could inject extra volatility this week. All right. So that's what we have to pay attention to, really. Now, we see on the crypto market cap, we got a beautiful sharp Adam and Eve setup. I want to take you over to it. You can't beat a rounded bottom Eve. All right. So we got a sharp Adam right here. We got a beautiful rounded bottom Eve. We're looking at the breakout up here. We're looking at Ethereum that's going to be like 5,700. That's what we're thinking in the short term. All right. So if we come on over, let's look at Bitcoin dominance today. Bitcoin dominance is up a little bit, sitting right around 5,805 right now. We like it below 58. You know, that actually starts really sparking altcoin season. But right now, it's fine. Down 50, like, 5805. It's up just slightly, okay? Altcoin space is mixed. GameFi and meme tokens are lagging, and some utility-driven projects are holding their ground. You need a good utility project. But the big headline here is supply pressure. We got over 790 million token unlocks are scheduled this week across names like OP, ARB, and SCI. Expect, whipsaws as traders reposition around both the Fed decision and those supply injections. But, we got the first signs the altcoin season is flashing with Bitcoin dominance down slightly. And the altcoin market cap actually showing at look at 2018, 2021. This is before any big major players were involved. Double bottom breakout. We got an RSI crossover right now. We're starting to have the breakout right here. So it is heating up. The rotation has started. The alt season is imminent. All right, before we wrap up, crew, I want to just tell you about our crypto trading community. I saw some comments on our YouTube saying, like, where do you find it? I kind of keep telling you over and over again. It's kind of simple. You just click this link here. You'll be taken over to a Telegram site where you could sign up. Of course, you just need to deposit a small amount of money in WeX, the broker of our choice, where, I'm going to show you that in a second. If you don't want to trade with us, you're a lone wolf. I can understand that. You just want a really good broker with a 20% deposit bonus. You click this link here. You'll be taken over to WeX, the broker of our choice, low fees, fast execution, everything you can want in a broker. Now, look, you join the community, the free trading group. Okay, we're going to be dropping insane alpha trading opportunities daily. All right, I got one more chart coming up for you guys showing you that Valhalla is in target with the altcoin season market. Just hang tight. I'm going to take you over there right now. And I'm telling you, don't get shaken out right now. We're pressing right up against resistance. And when the breakout is loading right now. And once we break this, we got Valhalla incoming. All right, so final take. We got all eyes on the Fed tomorrow. That skunk Powell better do the right thing. Now, we're all bracing for that rate cut, okay? So this will be the first rate cut of 2025. So we got Bitcoin right now is actually stuck between 111.5 and 117 resistance. Institutional flows are surging. Order books are showing smart money is stepping in, and forecasting tools are pointing to new highs within weeks. We just got to be patient. We got to navigate these markets, okay? This week could be the trigger that launches Bitcoin into price discovery. And if that dope doesn't do something, okay, we could actually get retest lows again at the 107. So we just got to keep our eye on that guy. That guy is a snake, all right? So smash the like button if you like what you see. Remember, come on over to X. Follow us on X, where we talk about Bitcoin, crypto all day, every day. All right, so what do you got to do? Well, you got to join the free trading community. What else you got to do? You got to trade with your head not over it. You got to do your own research. And as a short-term trader, you got to enjoy the party, but dance near the door. I'll see you tomorrow with the rate cut on the table. Cheers.